Greetings, everybody. Hi, over there on social media land. Here we are again on another episode of the Question Live Show with your host, moi, Verona Willis-Brown. That is me. Yes, indeed. That is me. Guess what happened? We are closing out August Season 8. Bye. We got stuff brewing up for Season 9 coming up. So we are closing the door of Season 8. We are closing the door of August. Can you believe it? I don't know what happened. August came in, August left, August like bye-bye, nice doing business with you, and August was gone. I don't know about you, but it seems like summer came in with a bag over the shoulder and did like that. I was like, ta-ta, see you. Summer was gone before you wink your eye 10 times. So I don't know if maybe it's me or maybe it's you. But if it's you feeling the same way I'm feeling, just let me know that I'm not by myself. Funny. Yeah, now it's getting chilly. Do you hear me say, my throat's so in some kind of way now? But no, I don't entertain that. But anywho, welcome to this closing out of August. Closing out of August, we are closing out, we are going, we are back, we're saying, see you on the other side. Now, if this is your first time tuning in, very first time, you've never been here before, never heard of the Question Live Show, never seen me before, never heard of this section, know what we do here, I want to say to you, welcome. Yes, welcome. Welcome to this live show. And for those of you who are returning, it's your second, third, fourth, fifth time. That means you are a returning audience. And I want to welcome you. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for showing up. I want to thank you so much because I oftentimes tell you this. When we show up, we're not only showing up for ourselves, we're showing up for our family, for our community, and for generations to come. So we want to show up with full vibes, full excitement, full energy to run this race, to go on about our business and make an impact. Yes, indeed. We are not here to impress nobody. I'm not here. I don't show up to impress anyone. I show up to impact and to inspire. So yes, indeed. So first timers, if this is your first time, of course, welcome. This is what we do here. If you have work, this is a space that if you have work, you have work in progress, you have a book, you have a story to tell, come on in so we could build together, grow together, and most of all, support each other. This is a supporting channel. We like to support each other so we could grow better. The more we support each other, the stronger we will be as a community and as the world. So let us jump right on in there and support each other. Yes, indeed. Now listen up. First timers, we do have some rules here. Now, when I say rules, don't let your heart go flutter and your mind go scatter because I say rules. Rules are everywhere. When I come to my house, I come to your house, you go to church, you go to school, you go to mass, you go to synagogue, you go to the temple, you just go around the entire world. There are rules. Some we break, some we abide by, some we like whatever. But anywho, here on the Question Live Show, we got a couple of them. Couple you might ask? Yes, we have 1, 2, 3 and a half, 4. We only got 5 rules here. And they're so tiny that I call them house rules. Yes, they are house rules, darling. House rules. And what are they? For those who've been here, they already know them. This is for the newbie. But what are the rules? The rule is if you are watching me and I spotlight your name on that screen, simply mean you are in the live audience. Yes, indeed. And if you are in the live audience, I ask you just scroll on over there. Look right there in that section right there. You see that share button. click that share button and invite someone else to come on in and dine with us. Yes. Sharing the live is like sharing fresh food that just come out of the oven or off the stove. The one that your mama cooked and the one that became your favorite meal. Yes. And if it's your favorite meal, you would like to share it. You see, my mama told me, don't withhold food from nobody. So if you're getting good food, share it. Now, if you are watching this and I don't spotlight your name on the screen, most likely you are watching the replay or you're just sitting in the live in the back that you don't want nobody to know that you're here. But if you are watching the replay, hashtag replay and do what? Go over there, right there. You see the share button. Click that share button as well and invite someone else to come on in and dine with you. See, sometimes it's just not good to be alone. Sometimes it's just not good to eat alone, right? And when you have some good food, that's what you want to do, because that's what happened. When you share the replay, it is like sharing leftover food. Yes, darling, it is like sharing leftover food. And when you have leftover food, that simply means it is good. It's like it's cooking 2 times. So the season done simmer up in there, marinate up in there twice, cooking twice, taste good twice, all that good stuff twice. So we would like to share that. Yes? Now listen, we hear this all the time. Sharing is caring. But that sounds so cliche. No, what does cliche even mean? But let me tell you, sharing is a part of our DNA, and caring is a part of our DNA. So we want to put those two together, and we want to become sharers and carers of the world. When we become sharers and carers of the world, you will see that the world is a better place. So we would like to build up this mentality to be sharers and carers. Great. Now that we established that, let's go into rule number 2. Rule number 2 is write everything that you write with a feather. And if it's a piece of feather, you need some ink or some paint to dip it in to scrabble away. And when you do have that, you might want to get yourself a notebook or a piece of paper. Now, if you don't have anything of such, now you are looking at me from an electronic device. So go on in there and find that section called the notepad section. Utilize it, because that's why they created a notepad section. Yes, indeed. And if you are watching me from a computer, whatever you have, I know that you got something called a cell phone. That's another electronic device. Now, in that cell phone, there's another section in there. It's a blank section. It's called notepad section as well. Utilize that. But when you go on your cell phone, text back to yourself. Absolutely text back to yourself. Now, the show is called the Question Live Show, so you must be asking yourself that question. What is it that you are telling us to write down, Verona? What is it that you are telling us to write down? Good! Because the show is called the Question Live Show, you ask the question. Let me tell you what I'm telling you to write down. You see, here on the Question Live Show, we drop juicy contents and golden nuggets, and I encourage you to write them down. Yes, indeed. Write them down for several reasons. When you write things down, you extract the very thoughts out of your head. You're putting them on paper, and now they're looking back at you, and what happened? Now they become reality. And when it's reality, now guess what will happen? Now it's called a place of manifestation, because now it's manifested and you can't get rid of it, because now it is in your face. So it is manifesting a little bit faster, just like how you see they have the vision board and like write stuff on the vision board, because when they look at it, you start visualizing it. So that is exactly, write things down. I grew up writing things down because, you got to go to the grocery and you got a whole grocery list going. And your mama said, go to the grocery. You got to write things down because if you don't, and then you come back and you don't have something off the list, you know what's going to happen? Some spanking going to go happening right there. So to avoid getting that spanking, you look at that list, you check it off, mark it off, cross it off. Yes. So writing things down is very important. Now listen, another reason why I encourage you to write things down is because when you write one word, that one word can go into a sentence and another sentence and so forth. And those sentences turn into paragraphs, and so forth. And then they go into pages. And as a result of all those pages, you might just end up with a book. Yes, indeed. You might just end up being a published author. Yes, indeed. You see, we as writers, we like to write our own story, and sometimes we attempt to write your story. But it's not the same thing as you writing your own story, darling. No, why? Because we all got a story or two or three or some amount inside of us. And it is best when we write our own story. It's more effective. It's like I'd like to talk about me because you can't talk about me the way I can talk about me because that's me. So you talk about you the way you talk about you. Right? So that's another reason why I encourage you to write things down. Now, with that said, let us go to the next one. What is the next rule? The next rule is grab yourself something to drink. Whether it is water, wine, tea, or juice, or soda, whatever it is that you drink. Maybe you're having a popsicle, whatever it is. Maybe some smoothie, some shake, some porridge, some soup, some broth. Whatever it is that you drink, by all means, go ahead and put in the comment section that you are drinking something. Now, listen to me. I am not telling you to put what you are drinking because I want to be nosy. Absolutely no. I am telling you to put something that you're drinking because here on the Question Life Show, we like to celebrate each other. Whether it is your small win, big win, whatever it is that you have, we like to celebrate you. So whatever it is that you have accomplished, that you make a next step, please put it. Maybe it is your birthday, your anniversary, your wedding, you're having a baby because you just found out that you're pregnant, you just had a baby, your baby graduated from somewhere, your baby went somewhere. Listen. Whatever the case is, maybe you develop yourself a little bit more. Maybe you read the book. Maybe you wrote a word or two. Maybe you dropped on one of the golden nuggets that we give here. Whatever the case is that you have, maybe your country is celebrating independence. Whatever the case is, put in the comment section that you are celebrating something. Whatever it is called an achievement, an accomplishment, and we like to celebrate here. Yes, we do. So when you put that you are drinking something, what will happen? I will raise my bottle, my water bottle, and you raise your cup, your spoon, your glass, whatever you're drinking from, raise it. We say cheers, and we celebrate each other. Do you know? When we celebrate each other, it is a form of support. And that is the whole purpose of being here, is to support each other so we can what? Move forward into our purpose and our destiny together. Now, together is the thing. Because we all have an intention to have a successful life. And for us to have a successful life, we can't get there by ourselves. Absolutely not. No one, nowhere, no matter what they have right now, no matter what position they're in right now, they did not get there by themselves. So we need each other. Good. Now, even though I asked you, what is it that you're drinking, whatever it is, if you want to put what you're drinking, that's fine by me. But listen, I like to recommend that you drink water. I encourage you, drink water. Yes, drink water. Don't have to be in this kind of container, but drink water. For a couple of reasons. It quenches thirst, it flushes your body, and it flushes the body of toxin. Yes, it does. So drink up your water. Please drink up your water. And another reason why I suggest that you drink water is because I believe in miracles. And I believe. I'm a strong believer. And because Jesus turned water into wine, I like to have my water because you never know what could happen to the water right here in the question, Elijah. You never know what could happen to your water if you are drinking water. So let's have some belief system here. And while we're doing all that mixing up of stuff, listen, while we talk about water and all that stuff, if you need to use the bathroom, whether it's to the right or the left, wherever your bathroom is located, go now. Go, and then you're going to come right back and grab your seat right here in the Question Live Show. Why? Because your seat is reserved, just like the seat of life. Your seat is reserved with your name on it. And not only your name, but your intention, your expectation, your goals, your gifts, your talent, your purpose, your passion, your destiny, your purpose. And inside of all of that is your greatness. Because what? Greatness is inside of us. So we want to extract those greatness so we can create great things. Now, if you decide to give up your seat, that's like giving up your birthright, and we are not in the business of giving up birthright here. We are in the business of igniting together greatness so we can build a whole galaxy of great things with great people. So we can make great impact. Yes, indeed. So please. Now, listen, ladies, if you are outside, because everywhere we go, there's always a line to a bathroom. So if you're outside and there's a line to your bathroom, just scooch to the side. Excuse me. Can I use your bathroom? And you go to the bathroom, and then you're going to come back. Because when you come back, your seat going to be right here. But if you come back and there's no seat, put your bottom on the floor. Grab your space. There is a position on the floor. You see, sometimes we think about this. That there's no seat around the table, but there's always a position. And it's a position whether you want to sit on the floor or whether you want to stand, because there's always a position for you to fill. Always. So whether they tell that there's no seat around the table for you, darling, there is a position. So we want to jump on in there and fill up our position because that's where your passion lies. Good. So now that we got that in place, let's go to the other one. The other rule is just very tiny. The other beanie one that with all of that drinking stuff and all that stuff. You see, listen, another reason why I asked you to drink something. You see, I'm back here. I'm doing all the talking. You are not talking. I am the one talking. So please drink on my behalf. Sip, 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 because sometimes I don't stop to sip some water. Sip something, because when you sip something on behalf of me, it is showing a form of support. Thank you so much for supporting me thus far. Now let's go to your tiny rule, which says, if I say something and it resonates with you, whether it touch your mind or your heart, please put in the comment section, yes. Because what happened, your mind and your heart holding a conversation, and you are saying, Verona, I am agreeing. I am with you. We are here. And also, it is just saying that we are holding a conversation because what? This is not a monologue. This is a dialogue, which is a conversation between you and I. So we want to have a conversation together. So I say something, you put in the comment section. Yes. Or whatever it is that you put in the comment section. Because when we put things in the comment section, it is not only for us. Viewers come in and viewers will read, and we hope that they will learn a thing or two. So yes, darling. So with that said, for those of you who went to the bathroom, if they're taking a long time, listen, it is not my business whether they're taking a long time. They want to take a long time, that's up to them. But I'm not waiting for them. Because life don't wait for nobody. Life does come, life show up, and we just gotta roll with life. So guess what's gonna happen? I'm going into the audience. So I can say, hello, over there to the audience. Whenever they finish with their bathroom, they can come on in. We're not waiting. We gotta go. We gotta do things. And I see up front, I see Sharon. Sharon got a VIP seat. Sharon is up front. She's like, listen, I got my VIP seat. I am right here. Thank you for showing up. Yes, indeed. It is so glad. I'm so glad to have you on, because we are going to roll into some stuff tonight. We are going to do some inside job. Inside. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for being here. And I see Georgia up front. Yes, indeed. She got a VIP ticket. I tried to tell you. These people got VIP seat. Yes, they do. They got VIP seat up in here. Yes, indeed. I want to, Georgia is always talking about the area. But I want to show you something on this area before we go anywhere. Look, if you can take close attention, you see this one right here. But behind it, there's another one back here. So when this one go over it, it looks like it's just one, but actually, there are two pieces. Yes, so thank you, darling. Thank you so much indeed. Thank you. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. First timers, newbies. I just want to let you know that if you are here and you are not putting your name in the audience so we can know that your name, that you're here so we can acknowledge you. Maybe you just want to be a little bit shy. You know, some people get shy too. But if you want to be a little bit shy, you don't want us to know that you're here. Or if you're just in the back, just looking through the window, peeping in, that's fine by us too. But we just want to let you know that we greet each other here. So if you take a note, you'll see that we greet each other. So listen, don't feel shy. Just come on in, wave to us like, hey, I'm here. So we can acknowledge that you are present. Thank you so very much indeed. And I see, yes, indeed. Right, Barry, it's just so cute. I just could not resist it. Just so cute. Just really, really so cute. So if you know, look, and oh yeah, when it turns around, and then it becomes like a plane bag, like that. Yes. So you know, maybe you're behind me, then you see a plane back, but if you come right here, you see like all this fancy dancing stuff going on here. So cute. Yeah. And then, I had to do a little, because, summer is trying to be over, Georgia. Summer is trying to be over. But you see, because summer is trying to be over, I'm trying to let summer know. Let me just try to let you know, summer, I'm not playing with you. You can try to leave as much as you want, but if you try to leave, I gotta come up in here with my summer colors and thing. And then this one here, this one is just this. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much. Yeah, I like unique things. I don't like to be with a crowd. I like very unique stuff. So yeah. So thank you kindly. Audience, we are going to be talking about an inside job tonight. But before we do that, I want to because we're closing on August, so all sort of stuff going to be happening. We might just have to do a little extra something. I want to put up something before I go into the inside job. We're going to the inside job. Now raise your hand if you are a Jamaican, because this what I'm going to do is related to Jamaicans. Or if you got some Jamaican friends, or you got 2% of Jamaican, 3%, 5%, if you got some form of Jamaican inside of you, just wave your hand over there. Wave your hand. Because and if you got Jamaican friends, share this live and invite them to come on in right now, because I'm going to do a couple things before we go into the topic tonight that's going to relate to some Jamaicans. So any Jamaican anywhere else that's going to be watching this and they would like to participate, come on in. Just come on in the room. Yes, indeed. So wave your hand, wave it over here, wave it to the left, wave it to the right. Yes, indeed. Jamaica, we are going to do some stuff regarding Jamaica today. You see, in Jamaica Independence Week, we didn't do anything much, but we are going to do some Jamaican stuff tonight because we are closing out August. I see Georgia waving her hand. Yes, over there. Now, Georgia, do you have a Jamaican friend somewhere? Tell them to come on in, because I'm only going to do two things here tonight regarding Jamaica. Two things. Because I got something upside. I ain't got no sleeve on tonight, but I got something up my invisible sleeve for y'all. Not tonight, but in season 9. Season 9 is coming. So we're going to do a lot of different things in season 9. Season 9 going to be doing, season 8, we did a whole bunch of stuff. So season 9, we going to do some different stuff. We leveling up. We're going up. So, like I said, Jamaican, Georgia, wave her hand. Jamaica people, if you like me, you might have different names and stuff and different whatever, representing right here, she's representing Jamaica, he's representing Jamaica, she's representing Jamaica as well. I'm just representing. So I'm going to put something on the screen. I'm going to put a picture on the screen and you can type in the comment section, what is it? What do you call these things that I put on the screen? Right now is the first one up. Is this. There are 3 things on the 3. 3, 1, 2, 3. Please put the name of these 3 things up. Put the name of it in the comment section. And then you can tell me which one is your favorite. Look at it real good before it's come off the screen. Good, it's off the screen. So now you have the opportunity just to remember what those 3 things were and put in the comment section the name of those 3 things, and then you can put which one is your favorite, because I already picked my favorite. But I'll just wait for you to tell me the name of those things. Yes, indeed. So I'll just wait for that. So while we are waiting for you to put the name of those things, you see, we talk about it's an inside job. Why is it an inside job? Because at this very moment, we talk about an inside job. So while you're writing, while you're thinking about the name of those things, let's jump into the topic a little bit. While we talk about inside job, the first thing that we think about is something happened and then we got to do an investigation and then it looks suspicious because it's an inside job. I would believe it's an inside job because something happened and it's a crime. But why we say it's an inside job? Because outside, somewhere we're like, yeah, only because you know about it, why this is, and then you start pinpointing your finger and saying, oh yeah, because if you didn't know where this was, then this would have happened, and it's only because somebody who right here knew where that was. You know what I'm saying? So all of that calculated, like it's an inside job because it only takes somebody who work here to figure where that was and all that stuff. Inside job. Inside job. So when we talk about that, we talk about inside job, but we want to talk about our inside job, what we have developed so far. So let us start pointing the finger at ourselves of what is it that we have accomplished thus far. Does the evidence point to you that you are going head on into your purpose? So in the meantime, I see Georgia put something up here. Let's see what Georgia put here. Coconut drops, grater cake, gizzarda, supposed to be gizzarda. All of my favorite. Oh, Lord of mercy. Listen, honey, I tell you something. Georgia, excellent. Let me tell you something about all those 3 things. What on Georgia? See, the show's called A Question Live Show, so I like to ask a question. What is inside? Because we talk about inside again. What is inside all those 3 things? What is a common ingredient? What is a common ingredient inside that make up all 3 of those favorites of your pastry, Georgia? Because we talk about the inside of stuff. What is a common ingredient inside all those 3 things? The Lord knows, but I don't like the grater cake too much. I like the coconut drops and I say coconut cake, and we say some people say coconut cake, some say coconut drops, but I like the coconut drops and the gizzarda. Yes, indeed. And but the grater cake, a little bit too sweet, and something might play around with it, but nah. Yes, coconut is the main ingredient inside all of those ingredients. And that is where we are going to talk about excellent Georgia. Excellent. Lord, I could have the disorder right now. I could have the disorder right now. So we're talking about main ingredients. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. The main ingredient is that. And we want to talk about our main ingredient for ourselves. Our main ingredients, Lord knows. I'd like to talk about our main ingredient should be. Our main ingredient should be just confidence. Confidence is our main ingredient. But does the evidence point to you that is an inside job that you are accomplishing something? Because when we are taking action, that's mean we are accomplishing something. When we accomplish something, does the evidence point personally to us to say, yes, Verona, it's you? Is our purpose calling our name and say, yes, it's you? It's you. You did it. Is our passion calling back our name to say, yes, it's you? I was right there. I was right there when you did that. It's you. I know it's you. Is our purpose telling us that? Is our passion telling us that? It's you. You were there. It's an inside job. The evidence is pointing directly to me. The evidence is pointing directly to Georgia. I had time. Gizada. Yes, Gizada. Yes, indeed. Gizada. That's exactly what it is. Gizada. Honey, and let me tell you, ooh-wee. But I could do some Gizada right now. Yes, I could do some Gizada right now. Yes, Lord, I could. Shameful. I'm health conscious, but every now and then I gotta go up in the culture, honey. I gotta tap into the culture. That's the culture right there. That's the culture right there. That is a common thing. That's just a common pastry. That's just a pastry. Lord knows that's just a pastry that you gotta get down in some coconut drops and some Gizada and some grated cake. Not too much of the grated cake. I'm fine, but I'm Gizada. Yes. So as we are talking about us and what's inside of us is an inside job. So when something is an inside job, it seems suspicious. Like you look suspicious. Is your purpose telling you that you look suspicious, that you are doing something? Is your purpose talking back? You see, we oftentimes look and say, we pointing our finger at somebody like, yeah, you look suspicious. But I like when I show and I am the suspect. I like when I'm the suspect to my own purpose. I like when I'm the suspect to my own destiny, honey. I like when I'm the suspect to my own passion, darling. Yes, I am. I'm like, listen, it's an inside job. If you want to just come to me, listen, I just tell you, I did it. I did it. Yes, I did it. Verona, it's like inside job. You were there. It looked like you had evidence. You tampered with evidence. Yes, I did. Because I work on me. I am working on me. So when I'm working on me, I'm working on my inside. So when I'm working on my inside, whatever I'm working on gotta show on the outside. If I'm working on my inside here and here, honey, when I show up, it's supposed to be evident. I'm supposed to have some form of evidence that I am doing something. I should have some form of evidence, and we should have some form of evidence that we are doing something. We should have a common ingredient inside and outside. So when the common ingredients like the Gizada and all that stuff, the common ingredient is coconut. But when you look at it, right? When you look at it, I don't even want to put it back on the screen because boy. When you look at those three things, you could see those coconut. You could see those little pieces of coconut that's sitting there looking at me like, oh my God, shredded coconut. Woo-wee. Let me want to go underneath the coconut tree right now. My God. Yes. Ooh, let me want to just have me some coconut right now. You, Georgia, listen. Have you ever had, because those are where they do all that baking and all that stuff, but just get the coconut itself, the dry coconut, cut it in pieces and put some sugar on it. Yes, put some sugar on it and call it a day. You don't got to go into all that baking stuff and go in the fire and stuff. You just get some coconut, cut it up, dice it up, put some sugar in it, or just cut out the coconut by itself and eat the coconut by itself. Oh, have you ever done that? Because I have. Yes, we should own it what's on the inside so it shows on the outside. Absolutely. Because what is on the inside, Georgia, when we show up, it is going to be evident. It is going to be evident because when they start pointing fingers, I just said, Georgia did it. He said, yes, I did. Yes, I did. You bold-faced saying, yes, I did. So you must show up, and when they start pointing and say, Georgia is a suspect. But I believe it's an inside job. I work on my inside. Thank you, kindly. So when they tell you it's an inside job, yes. And that's exactly what I want you to do. I encourage each and every one of you to show up and let it be an inside job. Georgia, you ain't gonna distract me. I tried to distract you earlier. Yes, indeed. But let me tell you, we gotta show up and let us know that, let people know that it's an inside job, darling. Listen, they must see the evidence that, listen, I am the suspect. You know, when we talk about inside job and the outside world, we're talking about there might be a crime somewhere, you know, and then they start investigating and all that stuff. Let the world investigate us. Yes. Let people who watching us investigate us. Georgia, show up every time, darling, and let the world investigate you. And when they investigate you, only you know. It's an inside job right here. I'm working on me. I'm working on my inside. I'm working on my mind. I'm working on my heart. I'm working on letting go. I'm working on moving right along. I'm working on getting myself together. I'm developing myself. Listen, when we are developing ourselves, it's not the fancy dancing that we put on, honey. No, it is the inside that we are working on. It is the inside that we are going in and we're like, listen, I'm working on my mind. I'm working on my mind. I'm trying to get my mind right. I'm trying to stabilize my mind. I'm trying to stabilize my thoughts. I'm trying to build up my faith. I'm trying to build up my hope. I'm trying to build up courage. I'm trying to build up strength. Yes. So listen, let it be an inside job. Yes, let it be. Because if it's, listen, we could be as pretty as we want to be. Y'all want me to go there? We could be as pretty as we want to be. Be as pretty as Cinderella if you want. Be as pretty as Sleeping Beauty if you want. Be as pretty as Sleeping Beauty if you want. Be as pretty as whoever. Do all the extra stuff as much as you want. But if the inside is not being worked on, it don't make a difference. Absolutely not. Put on whatever you want to put on. But if we don't work on the inside, it don't make a difference. If someone's not saying that, if you're not showing up to say it's an inside job, but you're doing all of this on the outside, it don't make a difference. Because what matters is the inside. This is not what matters. This is just a vessel. This is just a vessel. But what is inside of the vessel is what matters. What is inside of the vessel will show up. So no matter how much we put on all the fancy dancing, all the stuff, what's on the inside gonna show up somewhere along the line with the action we take. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Working on forgiveness on the inside. So we can tell the person face to face, which is on the outside. Because if you don't work, Georgia, on the inside, the person who offended you, the person who hurt you, the person who abandoned you, neglect you, the person who did whatever wrong to you from how many times back, how many years back, the person who does that, and you don't really have to face them. But when you forgive them from the inside, because forgiveness is not on the outside, the forgiveness is not putting a band-aid on the person who cut you. Forgiveness is not putting a plaster. Forgiveness is not putting a cast, put your head in a cast. Forgiveness is not that. Forgiveness is in here. So we don't really have to face the person who did us wrong. When we forgive from the inside, we smooth it out on the inside. So the person who wronged us, by the time we say the person's name, because let me tell you something. This is how you know you forgive somebody, right? When you know you forgave this person. If I call that person's name right now, what is the effect that you are having on your inside? When someone hurt you, whether you were 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever time amount years back, time ago, if you want to check on the inside, check the evidence, because here we want to check on the evidence. The evidence is what we're talking about. For everything, every crime scene, they need evidence. So right now, we need to check on the evidence that we have forgiven somebody, that we are at peace with ourselves, with man, and with God. So when this is happening, this is the evidence. I said to Georgia, such and such a person hurts you. And if I call that person name right now, Georgia, if I call the person name that hurt you, or who's on here, Sharon, if someone hurts you and I call that person name right now online, what is the inside saying? How does the inside feel? Because we want to make sure that the inside job, how we are working on our inside, that it is suited. So when I call the person name, what is the impact that we are getting? What is the evidence? That the evidence should show, should feel, should operate with peace of mind. That, no, that don't hurt me no more. That name don't hurt me no more. So you know from your inside, Georgia, from your inside, Sharon, that now I did the inside job. So you can call the name as much as you want because it don't bother me. Right? Don't bother me, because that is evidence that you have worked on your inside. Audience is an inside job. It is not an outer job. Outside is just physical. We want to get in the inside. Inside is your spiritual man. And we got to raise the level. You hear I talk about this. Raise the level of consciousness. And when we raise the level of consciousness is where we are going into a spiritual realm. Not in the physical realm. We are going in the spiritual realm. Oh, I did this bad. Oh, excuse me. We are going in the spiritual realm, because when we are going in the spiritual realm, we are going into that place of conscious moments, conscious thoughts coming in. And we got to start coming in place and align ourselves spiritually. Because when we are not aligning ourselves spiritually, we are not making conscious decisions. Forgiving somebody, we got to be spiritual aligned to forgive somebody who hurt us, betray us, neglect us, abandon us, whatever. We got to be spiritually aligned to do that. And when for us to be spiritually aligned, it's an inside job. Spiritual alignedness is not an outside work. It is not outside. Absolutely not. It's like going to the doctor, not feeling well until the doctor order an MRI. They won't be able to see on the inside what's making you feel exactly. Because you go there, can you listen? The show is called The Question Last, so I like to ask you, can you see a headache? Can you see, oh, my head is hurting me. Can you see the head? Can you see the pain? Can you see pain? No. No. Something is happening. How can they see your heart? They gotta do an X-ray, MRI, as Georgia just mentioned. How do you know your heart is hurting? Huh? How do you know you got heart problem? Huh? They gotta go on the inside, darling. Just about everything. Just about I am not a medical doctor, let's get this clear, but I know a thing or two. Just about every ailment gotta be figured out from the inside. Just about every ailment. Absolutely. Your stomach is hurting. Can you see the pain from your stomach on the outside? You're feeling the pain on the inside. Your head hurt. Can you feel the pain? Can you see the pain? No, it's inside. Your hand hurt. Can you look at your hand and say there's something going on? No, everything is on your inside. And then it starts reflecting on the outside, because when you work on the inside, the action you take will reflect on the outside. Absolutely. Yes. Some people, this is the word I like to use this word. Some people look pretty, because beauty is from the inside. Beauty is when you already work on the inside and you align yourself up, and then you show up being beautiful. You don't show up beautiful. You gotta work. It's beauty is work. Beauty is not just you get up and like, oh, I get up this way. No, you did not. Beauty is from the inside. When God created all things, He said, this was good. He didn't say this was pretty, this was beautiful. No, this is beautiful. It's from the inside. So some people are pretty. This is why I said earlier, Georgia, that some people are so pretty like Sleeping Beauty. But inside, they're not beautiful. So when we work on the inside, now we become beautiful people. We become beautiful people. On the inside is dark. On the inside, I got unforgiveness. On the inside, I got resentfulness. Resentfulness, is that a word? You resent. Yeah, it is a word, resentfulness. Unforgiveness is on there. Ingratitude is on there, is inside there. If we have these things inside of us, we are not beautiful. Because those are dark places, especially unforgiveness. And when we don't forgive, we build up anger. And when we build up anger, we build up resentment. And when we build up resentment, it equals to hating that person. You cannot be beautiful in a hateful situation, in a hateful state. If you are hate inside of you, you are not a beautiful person, period. No, ma'am. Absolutely not. Hate is not beautiful. Hate can dress up and look pretty. Hate can dress up and part up her nose and look pretty, but hate is not beautiful. And hate just did not develop. Hate is coming from the root of being angry, being resentful, being ungrateful, ingratitude, ungrateful. Hate is ugly. So pretty people, some pretty people are not beautiful people. We just want to clear that. Some pretty people are not beautiful people. Some people are just pretty. But then you got some people who are not pretty, but they're beautiful. Are you getting that, Georgia? So you see the difference? You have some people who are considered not pretty, but they're beautiful people. And while you have some people that are pretty, who are considered pretty, but they're beautiful. So we have to define our beauty when we work on our inside. Yeah, you have to be spiritually intact on the inside, and it will show all over you. Because listen, no matter what, when you become a beautiful being, because now you're spiritually intact, like Georgia said, when you're spiritually alive and you now become evolved into a beautiful being, like a baby. A baby is beautiful because what? The baby is pure. Baby is fully aligned. Baby just came on earth. Baby just came from a spiritual place. When you are beautiful, that's about baby. When you are beautiful, now you're fully aligned that you don't even have to do nothing extra. Right? You know how some people you gotta do a little bit extra, something you gotta do a little bit extra. Add a little something. So when you're beautiful, it don't require much. I just want to state that. It don't require much because now you're beautiful. Now you're in your authentic self. Now you're in your original self. Now you're in your beautiful natural self. You're just in yourself. You're just in your spiritual self. There's something about you being spiritually aligned that defines beauty. So yes, God, and there we go. God look at the heart. And where's the heart, Georgia? The heart is on the inside. While man is like, oh, you're so pretty. You so handsome. Ooh-wee. God is saying, don't let that fool you. I have to do the job from the inside. Yes. Beauty is on the inside. It's on the inside. Beauty is not this. This is not beauty. No matter what you do, that is not beauty. Beauty is from your inside. Because whether you're young or old, beauty is defined from your inside. Absolutely. So you can do all that you want to do. That's up to you. I'm just saying. So you got it, Georgia. Yes, they're beautiful on the inside instead of outside. Yes. Like I said, a beautiful person is a person who already got into the place of alignment, spiritual alignment. So now that we established that on this last day of August, oh my God, on this last day of August, that we established there's a difference between somebody being pretty and somebody being beautiful. And we want to work on our inside. So what? We can show up and say, all things bright and beautiful. That's what it says. All things bright and beautiful. All creatures great and small. All things wise and wonderful. God made them all. So God made us beautiful, but we lost our spirituality and then we became we became pretty. God never told us that we're pretty. God said we're beautiful. So when God said that we are beautiful, it's because He made us beautiful. And then what happened? We lost our spirituality and then we start saying that we're pretty. We're pretty. We're pretty. We're pretty. No. You're a beautiful man, you're a beautiful woman. You're a beautiful man, you're a beautiful woman. So when we lost that place in God, when we lost that relationship with God, now we start consider ourselves that we are pretty. Oh no, darling, I never tell nobody that I'm pretty. I'm just beautiful. I never consider myself, and I mean, I'm honestly saying this right here, that I never consider myself pretty. Never. Not even growing up. I never considered myself pretty. Like, absolutely not. No. I never like, oh, I'm so pretty. I'm so pretty. No. That was the last thing that would come out of my mouth that I would tell somebody that I'm pretty. I never even told myself that I was pretty. No. But now I got to my place, fully content, learn God for myself, build a deep relationship with Him. Now I can consider myself and I sit here, I say, hello, I'm a beautiful woman. I'm a beautiful goddess. I'm a beautiful queen. I am beautiful. I am royal. Yes, darling. And I say that with no hesitation, that I'm a beautiful being. I say it with no hesitation. Why? Because I already got lined up. I got lined up spiritually to know that all things bright and beautiful. All things bright and beautiful. All creatures great and small. So the common ants that's walking around is beautiful. The common tree outside is beautiful. Nature is beautiful. No matter what political office you're in, you're beautiful. No matter what position you're in, you're beautiful. God said, I create you beautiful. But God is calling us back into a place. God is calling us into a place of spiritual alignment so we can forget that we are pretty and know that we were created beautiful. He's calling us back. He's calling us in place. He's calling us to come and just come into the image that He originally created us. He wants us to make conscious decision. And when we make conscious decision, that is when our spiritual alignment is intact. He's not calling us back to anything, because when we think about calling us back to something, we are thinking backwards. He's not calling us back. God never left us. He never left us. That's number one. He never left us. So He's not calling us back to anything. He's just saying to us, He's encouraging us, He's appalling. He's saying, please just have a spiritual relationship so you can see your beauty and not see this as being pretty. So God is not calling us back. So let us establish this right now. God is not calling us back to build nothing. God is not calling us back to nothing. God is saying that this is who I created. And I need for you to just walk in alignment with what I created. What He created is beauty and greatness. And that is exactly what He said. Come to a place of consciousness. Come to a place to know that you are not pretty. You are not pretty. You are beautiful. And that is what He said. Just come in full alignment into your original state, where your original saying that you are beautiful. It's an inside job. If we don't believe from the inside, when we show up, we're just going to show up as pretty beings. We're just going to show up saying that I am pretty. We're just going to show up and say, oh, I'm going to do everything to look pretty. No. Let us go inside, work on our inside. Because when we work on our inside, we will see that we are beautiful beings. I want to thank you so much. I want to thank you for considering being here, because you are beautiful. You are bright and beautiful. And the reason why I am going to give you the permission to go out and search yourself. And when you search yourself, search on your inside and just ask, what is it that I am holding on my inside that causing me to think that I am pretty? What is it that I'm holding on to cause me to look in the mirror to adjust something to say that I am not pretty enough? What is it that I am doing to say that I am not beautiful? So let us work on our mind and work on our heart. So there can be a conversation between our heart and our mind that we are now spiritually aligned to be beautiful beings. I want to thank you so much for being here, for showing up. Because when you show up, you're not showing up for yourself, you're showing up for generations to come. I want to thank you. I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. As we continue, guess what? Tomorrow isn't big enough, something new. Season 9 should start tomorrow. You never know. It might just be Friday. I might just add a little extra to season 8. Whatever the case is, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to share. Because what? Sharing is not caring. Sharing is a part of our DNA. Thank you so much. And where's your DNA? It's not here. Your DNA is on the inside. Thank you so much for being here.